that talk about alliance and collaboration between cultures and civilizations. We in Malaysia, relatively a much smaller country, but will make our own contribution. We'll have a say. And we know for a fact that here in China, our voice will be heard and will be respected. So we must resist the temptation to think that the world has no alternative but to splinter into blocks. Fragmentation is not destiny. We can choose cooperation or coercion, bridges or barriers. And we have chosen what is sane, rational, for the benefit of our people. Now tomorrow, and we say as a Muslim, inshallah, God willing, I will stand with fellow leaders to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the end of the Second World War. Such moments are solemn. They honor the millions of our forefathers and parents who endured hardship and loss. And they remind us that peace, once broken, is not easily restored. There are times when nations convince themselves that conflict is unavoidable. When leaders believe that they have no choice, when they feel that they are backed into a corner, peace then slips away and war breaks out. Our task in Asia today to ensure that no country feels driven into such a corner. That requires constant reassurances. Reassurance that sovereignty will be respected, that dialogue will not be foreclosed, and the dignity of each nation will be preserved. Peace is not a matter of treaties or deterrence. Indeed, it rests equally on the patient work of making every state feel it still has a choice or choices, that it still has a space to breathe. That's why under our chairmanship in ASEAN this year, the theme is inclusivity and sustainability. That has become our guiding themes. That means no nation should be left outside the conversation. And that green policies, something that will be able to sustain the habits of cooperation and trust. Now, China, of course, have that responsibility because we look to China, to Beijing, not only for economic dynamism, but also to complement our expectation and aspirations that Asia's future will be open, stable, and respectful of diversity. So tomorrow's parade in Beijing will carry many, many meanings. But beyond the spectacle and the grandeur, it should prompt us to ask whether we are doing enough to prevent the return of inevitability. The true measure of strength lies in how nations choose to step back from paths that would entrap them. China, together with Asia, has a responsibility, our shared responsibility. And I commend the leadership of many countries in Asia, including China, to ensure that we never again convince ourselves that we have no choice except to promote peace, development, and progress. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I began with the trust Malaysia and China have nurtured for half a century. I spoke about the turbulence of the global economy, of the lessons of history that reminds us how fragile peace can be. Now, these reflections point to a simple truth, that Asia's future will rest on steadiness, the confidence to act without haste, and the patience to give every nation the space it needs to feel secure. This is how sovereignty is preserved, how resilience is multiplied. If we hold fast to that spirit and carry our young voices and aspirations with it, then Asia can move forward with dignity, assured of its place in the world. 谢谢各位。